Hello everyone, and welcome to the game of World of Warships. Today's replay is from the Carthagian, and I'm terribly sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Now he's in the Kronshtadt, a tier 9 Russian cruiser. It's on the map loop in a 3-point domination game. So it's a tier 10 battle. There is one carrier, and well, there is 3 cruisers and 3 destroyers per team. Not that many cruisers. Now, the friendly forces have already taken the C cap. Here on the A cap, well, our Kronshtadt here originally wanted to support the Shimakaze, I think. The Shimakaze decided to go flanking around the left side. Not necessarily the best decision. There is no way the friendlies can take this cap against the enemy forces. But there is a carrier, you know. If that carrier were to spot the Shimakaze is all alone. There is some cover maybe, but it's like nobody can help this Shimakaze. Nobody can in reasonable time provide anti-air support. Like if the carrier were to find the Shimakaze here, the Shimakaze have well there is no chance.
Get back!
Now the friendly team wants our Kronshtadt here to retreat, and it's not necessarily obviously he has to play this passive. But the thing is, the friendlies do have to stop the enemy push through the Aetam. Now if the Shimakaze were down here, he could help spot the enemy destroyer and torpedo those oncoming ships. Unfortunately, that's not where our Shimakaze is. Now the friendly forces, after getting C, they really should be focusing on trying to stop this push from A. All that's basically holding the enemies back here is one Kronshtadt. And that's actually very good, because if the enemy forces could just come in here as they please, they would flank the friendlies and the friendlies would be in a world of hurt. Also looks like that Bismarck is getting pretty low by now. So that's nice. Now the Shimakaze is almost in a position again where he can... he can launch a torp salvo through this camp. But afterwards he's... it will still take him a long time to get more to a central position here. It would have been so much more efficient if the Shima was between A and B, to be honest. And, well... Carthagian has found himself an enemy destroyer. Radar is currently running, the carrier is also engaging, and let's just see if they can get some hurt on this guy. Meanwhile, he's gotten himself an arsonist and finally burned down that Bismarck. He's taking one torp here, but one torp isn't too bad. Kronshtadt does have a lot of hit points. Now, mostly, our Kronshtadt here, he's moving slowly, he's varying his speed, he's varying his heading at times. So he's trying to throw off shells. The enemy team isn't that interested in him so far. He has to be careful with his movement because he's at times showing quite a bit of broadside in this direction. But he doesn't just want to go south, he wants to go a little bit closer to his team, so it's kind of a necessary evil. And as long as he monitors who is targeting him and when there are incoming shells, he should be quite fine.
Retreat now!
Retreat. The thing is, the friendlies are unfortunately still stuck in the C camp, and that's really bad. Now this game is pretty even, and they hopefully take it. There goes one enemy DD. So, game is pretty even, friendlies might have a slight lead there, but they need to move onto the center at some point. Now the friendlies are also very fortunate, because it looks like the 2 battleships are pushing through the one line, which is the worst decision they could have ever made. Simply because the enemy team, they had control of A the entire game. Going so far away from the actual fighting is useless, and those guys, if they are chasing a Shimmer, then it's amazing because they can't possibly find a Shimmer. They have no tools to spot a Shimmer, they have no defense against torpedoes like Hydro. They are basically just doing absolutely nothing. So unless the Shimmer lets herself get spotted, they can't do shit. Well, they can pray that their carrier comes and helps out, but so far the enemy carrier doesn't seem interested in that. So, friendly forces are now moving at the center, that's nice. And our Kronshtadt here, he's still fighting away. I'm not sure if those guys are chasing the I'm not sure if this Shima has ever been spotted. They obviously see torps coming their way. But mostly they might just be chasing the Kronshtadt here. And it's amazing, like look at the enemy has 5 ships here. 5 ships for 1 ship and a Kronshtadt. And I mean, they've already lost the Bismarck early on, they're now losing the Montana. They had the destroyer here, but the destroyers got sunk more in the center. So basically, all of those enemies, they are chasing a Kronshtadt, possibly a Shimmer, and they are accomplishing absolutely nothing. I mean, the friendly carry is also helping here, but still, it's like... it's nice. Now the friendlies, meanwhile, I finally realized that there is more to the map than the sea cap, or at least some ships realized. Like this tier pit, he's basically doing what the enemies are doing. But it's 1 friendly ship that's wasting its time, and it's like 5 enemies. Like, there is no point in chasing him back to the zone war. Now, meanwhile, Carthagian, and I'm still unsure how to pronounce this. Now anyway, he's turning his ship around. I guess he's decided that he's getting too close to the zone wall, and when you're kiting away and then there's suddenly a zone wall and the zone wall forces you to go full broadside while you are scraping against it and have your engine speed reduced, you are in a bit of trouble. So he's decided he's going to show his nose there again. Also reinforcements are arriving, so it's no longer that important, I guess, to kite away. So he is now feeling confident in facing his enemies. He's still reversing though, because... well, the enemy battleships just keep pushing. Now thankfully the Kronshtadt does have quite a few hit points, another heal is going and there will be another one ready after that. So as long as he can hold out for a while longer, this should be fine. The friendlies are actually only 1 ship, no 2 ships ahead. But they now control 2 caps. And more importantly, like the enemy forces are still just pushing this way. And like that's a lot of battleships that the enemy team is wasted. Keep in mind that 2 battleships have already been sunk at the Aetam. And now they still have 3 battleships here. And I'm pretty sure those battleships would have been severely needed somewhere else. Now it looks like the friendlies are once again, well at least some of them, they are trying to chase destroyers. We have a Montana coming this way though to help, and we still have the Henry here. And who knows, maybe the thecarthagian can get some torps in from behind. Now the friendly Shimakaze, considering how the Shimakaze is sailing, he might actually be coming in here to lay a smoke screen. Now the firing in smoke penalty for Kronshtadt is pretty damn bad. So I don't think he could sit in smoke here and fire without getting detected by the Chambard. Oh look, there's a widower. So, but you know, he could at least sit in there and maybe wait until a heal arrives. Wait, isn't the Shimmer smoking? Where's the smoke? Was it just a fake? Oh no, he is smoking. So that's nice from the Shimmer. It also like he's reversed almost towards the zone wall, so would have been even in more trouble. Now this tier pit is going down, it seems. Nice, we're up to kill number 4. Also, 2.9 million potential damage already. Clearly, best battleship. If you want a battleship, you need to play a cruiser. So anyway, now he's holding his fire here because as soon as he shoots, the Chambard can see him. So this game is pretty much a win at this point. It will be hard to lose it. The friendlies control like the entire map. The enemy is running towards the zone wall. So the question is just how is he trying to handle this Chambard? The Chambard seems to be going down. The Chambard is showing broadsides to multiple enemies. Now it looks like he's turning, so that might be worth taking a shot. And there is the Krak. A bit of a kill secure there. But you know, got him his Kraken, and he's even saying sorry in chat. Because I guess he felt like the kill was deserved to someone else. But yeah, so this battle is almost over. They are at 919 points. Only 3 enemies remaining. But you know, I think he deserved his Kraken. Like he held off, well together with the Shimakaze, he held off this entire flank for the entire time. He bought the friendlies the time they needed. And honestly, he was very instrumental in this victory. So yeah, it's basically over at this point. And here we are with the results, and interestingly enough a buggy results screen, because it looks like the UI in the background hasn't faded out, as it should have, and it just overlaid the results. So it looks like a bit of a mess. But be that as it may, the Carthagian, and I'm still sorry for mispronouncing that, has earned himself an arsonist, a dreadnought, a kraken, and a witherer. He scored 161,000 points of damage, sunk 5 enemies, and it was a pretty nice game. He really helped by holding this flank, and he was very instrumental in that victory. He also tanked like 3 million potential damage in his cruiser, because that's just what cruisers have to do these days. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.